Grand Rising, Kings and Queens, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. I hope you all are well this morning. Yeah, my voice is still a little groggy. It's 8 a.m. here where I am. Not sure where you're at across this great land, right? Um, I'm coming at you today because I am totally baffled by a few concepts of things that I've been experiencing over the last couple of days, and this is what it's all about, right? I need to talk about it when I think about it. And this one might not be so PG. I might even cuss a little bit. So if your ears are sensitive, you might want to be careful with this one. So I'm gonna run over three things real quick. I'm gonna try to keep it short. Today, I just listened to a old Malcolm X clip where he talked about entertainers being entertainers and how they're used by different political affiliations to grasp the attention of others because of their platforms. Um, this thought came about because, there's a lot of celebrities right now who's had a chance to either speak with the current president or um, attempt to grasp the ears of the people by telling them what they should or should not do. Right. Although many black people did die or fight for an opportunity to vote, it does not mean that you have to vote, right? Um, and if you don't vote, you can't necessarily argue about the current political system if you haven't participated, right? But it's also about understanding the system itself, right? When you vote, what or who are you voting for? What type of system does the vote actually go into? Like literally understanding how the votes are counted, the machines, the how you scribble in the bubbles. I mean, understand everything that goes into voting from the rooter to the tutor. Now, I can't give all of that detail here on a live. Maybe I could, right? But it's always better, in my opinion, if you research the information, right? If you find out all that you can and then discuss with others, so that you're not coming from it one-sided. And that's what I don't want to do. I just want to teach people to learn on your own. Be excited to learn on your own. I got that from one of my old professors. Thank you, Dr. Hall. He says we can teach you whatever we want or think you should know, but what you read outside of the classroom is where you actually gain your knowledge. When you actually connect some of the dots, right? When you check the source's source, when you pick up other books, when you think outside the box, when you have been led towards another direction, right? Always making yourself better, right? So again, when we talk about voting, um, the system in which we vote in, a word that pops out to me, it's called disenfranchisement. When we talk about disenfranchisement, it's the system within a system that stopped or tried to prevent people from getting to the polls. This gave us an illusion that going to the polls is very important. But is that always the case? Usually, the candidates have already been selected. You are choosing one or two, between one or two or three people that has already been, I guess, selected or approved by the system, to be on the ballot in the first place, or to get put their name in a hat, right? So understanding who's choosing it, at what level are you participating? Is it communal? Is it close to you? Is it local? Is it are you serving on? Do you know how many state senators you have, or state House representatives you have, right? Um, Everybody's stuck on the federal level, and um, things happen a lot closer most of the time, or at least where you can make your differences there. So again, back to these, who we get our information from. Like I said, some names was highlighted like Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, Ice Cube. Now I'm gonna say this: I'm gonna say it doesn't matter where you get your information from. It does matter if you've researched the information, right? Not that you're just taking information and listening to it willy-nilly, but have you done some research on that information? And speaking of the government, I'm going to say this again, and I've said it before. And I came through the door. Never mind. Melanin skin should not be serving in any branch of the military and or on any law enforcement levels. The military and law enforcement are the first line of the unjustice system. We are subject to overseers that look like us because they are chasing the bag. I'll say that again. We are oppressed by overseers that look like us because they are chasing the bag. Well, not all cops are bad. You're absolutely correct. Not every cop is bad, but every cop still gets paid by the same government that is fucking us up, period, right? All right. So let's go into the military concept, right? I talked to a lot of people, right? Because I was in the military for 7 years, right? But this was before my eyes was open, right? My eyes was wide shut then, right? When I think about it, after communicating, now my reason for going to the military was the same as many others. I was poor, right? I knew for sure that if I went into the military, they would, one, give me a consistent paycheck. Yes, so most people go to the military because it is a consistent paycheck. Two, the belief that you might have some type of benefits. Yes, the military will pay for whatever your health issues are as long as you're in the military. And if you get out and you're injured, they might give you some military benefits, right? They might even pay for education, right? So the benefits for going to the military, basically selling your soul to oppress, say, another country who the government has decided is an enemy because of power, demands, and money. Think about it, right? So when I think about white people that go to the military, they do it for a whole nother reason. A whole nother reason. White people go to the military for a sense of duty, right? It's a sense of pride for them. Like, yeah, I'm fighting for the country that we stole. And as long as I'm in the military, as a white person, I likely move up in rank and I control. You get it? A hierarchy. Anybody who's been in the military knows that once you pass E8 and enlisted, the job becomes very political. Once you get past major, as an officer, the job becomes very political, much more than it does at lower ranks. And if you notice, majority of the people who make it past those ranks, I ain't gonna say it, you can figure it out, right? The last topic, I don't even know if I want to put on this live because, it has something to do with life, but it ain't got nothing to do with what I was just talking about. So I'm gonna go ahead